What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioWare 3 Raw TV. I'm going to address something now that's been going on for a fucking while, okay? And I didn't think I had to address it because I thought enough of it went out there, but I also realized that between Primeval and myself, I get a lot of the questions because I was the face of the company, and so many people thought that I actually owned the company that they would just come to me first. They would bypass customer service in Primeval altogether and come right directly to me, and I'd be sitting there answering fucking emails and answering fucking direct messages, which I don't go through my direct messages very often. Instagram mostly, I'll go through those. Facebook almost never. And on my Instagram Live and on my YouTube Live and over again, I'm like, fuck, it's been a while. Why the fuck? I'm like, I just need to address it because it comes up over and over again. Jerry, what happened to the Andro products? Right? Over and over again. Everybody loved the Andro products. Listen, I love the Andro products too. I think that fucking Triandro was the fucking hands down balls of the fucking fitness industry as far as Andro products go. But, and here's the thing. A lot of people are like, well, Jerry, you said that they can't be banned. Here's the deal. I'm not sure why the FDA decided that they wanted to do this. I'm not sure how they're actually even able to legally do this. I don't understand. One thing I do understand is there's like a loophole. There's like a clause or loophole in the way the law is written that anything that has an extreme drug-like effect, and I don't know what an extreme drug-like effect is. I think that if you took something for a headache and it worked, cool. If you took something for a headache and it worked for 2 weeks, that's an extreme effect. I think that's kind of how it works. I'm not really sure exactly, but anything that has an extreme drug-like effect can be considered a drug, even if it's a natural source. What the fuck? Okay, so let me put this in perspective. If you eat, so we don't have a source of cartilage that we usually take in, which that tissue that forms cartilage and tendons and stuff, that's why we don't heal as fast. There's not enough blood flow, and we don't get those nutrients through a dietary source. So you could technically, you know, shark cartilage, chicken cartilage, shit like that. Now, if you took chicken cartilage and you ate chicken cartilage all day long, you just ate it off the bone, and you ate enough of it to where it helped your tendons and stuff repair, that is a natural source. Nobody can do anything about that. However, if you took the same chicken cartilage off the bone, dried it out in the microwave, made a capsule out of it, put it in a bottle, and then sold it on the market, now, if it does the same thing and gets rid of the pain, they can consider that manufacturing fucking drugs without a license if they wanted to. Like, there's that interpretation if the FDA wants to, okay? That being said, basically, they're in control of this shit. Hands down. It doesn't matter whether it's fucking legal, whether it's technically drug-like, if it fucking has side effects, doesn't have side effects, doesn't fucking matter. They can pull the strings anytime they want and decide this product's coming off the market, I don't give a fuck, and it's done. That's all there is to it. So that being said, the DHEA derivatives, 1-andro, 4-andro, were two-step conversions from DHEA, which DHEA is still legal on the market. It has been legal since the 90s. It was illegal at one point, but it's technically legal. It's technically considered a hormone, but it's a supplement, okay? But you can take all the DHEA in the fucking world and not have any side effects, right? So therefore, it is not considered drug-like effects, therefore it's legal. But if you have naturally low DHEA levels and you take DHEA, the levels will rise. You'll see it on a blood test. So technically, it works, right? It's legit, it works, but doesn't have the abusive side effects that some things could have. So therefore, they isolate the 4-andro, the 1-andro comes from DHEA, which is 100% legal, which means that these derivatives of something that's legal cannot become illegal. Well, that's not the case now. And PricePlow actually had a good a blog or a vlog. I think it was a blog. If you go to priceplow.com, they have a blog explaining it a lot more in depth than I could because they went real deep with it. But basically, the 4-andro wound up on this new list from the FDA along with the MENT, M-E-N-T, the Trestolone or whatever it was, and a couple other things. And the flyer or the newsletter went out or the alert went out or whatever the fucking thing goes out to all the companies and says basically this is being added to the fucking list. You'll no longer be able to sell this fucking product. Now, some of the companies are going to fight it, etc., but bottom line was 4-andro was added to that list, which was one of the products that we carried. It was also one of the ingredients in the Triandro, etc. And basically, it was like, well, you can't have the product without that in it. Fuck. Basically, those two things, they're done. You're not going to fight with the FDA. You can't argue with them. Technically, I don't see the point of them making it illegal because, or making it banned or whatever the fuck, because technically it's a natural source. You can't say like milk is fucking legal, but if you pull the fucking colostrum out of it, that's fucking illegal. You can't do that, right? You can't do that, but they did it anyways. So now, after the 4-andro, you know, went on the list, it's only a matter of fucking time before they go, the 1-andro's going too. So it's like, why the fuck are you going to sit there and try to put out this fucking great product if eventually that's going to be thrown on the fucking list too? And you can't put out the blended product like the Triandro because you can't include the fucking Forandro anymore. So therefore, you're kind of like, well, at this point, fuck it. Your hands are tied. There's nothing you can do. All you can do is say, you know what, we're going to move in a different direction, and fuck it. It is what it is. It's done. And I don't know if a lot of companies are not talking about it because they don't really understand why the fuck it happened either. You don't want to piss off the FDA. You don't want to piss off anybody that's involved with it. So you kind of just look at it as like, what the fuck are we going to do? Like, how can you make that illegal? You know, and you're not going to get much answer from the FDA. They're going to be like, shut the fuck up. This is what we did. That's it. Like, that's our fucking final thing. Too fucking bad. Unless I guess you wanted to get some lawyers and go toe-to-toe with the fucking FDA and start some shit, which would be expensive, and you probably fucking lose in the long run anyway, so what's the fucking point? But the bottom line is, the Andros were effective. They were strong. They were fucking safe. They were fucking hands down the best thing that came out as far as productive and safety that came out as far as anabolic enhancers that we'd seen in quite some time. But unfortunately, like everything else, if something works too good, it gets eyes on it. And those eyes on it can, in this case, the eyes on it can decide, hey, we don't want you to have this anymore, so fuck you. Technically, the FDA's job is to protect us from ourselves, which I'm not really sure. My personal opinion, every single drug should be legal. If I want to sit home and take fucking 2 Andros, do a line of cocaine, and smoke a fucking joint, I should be allowed to do that as long as I don't go out in the fucking world and fuck someone up. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. Personal responsibility to me is everything. But that's not the way that fucking our laws see it and our country sees it at this point. So I'll tell you what, this is my honest opinion, and I've seen this happen fucking time and time again. Superdrol, Emdrol, all those things were fucking legal, right? And they became illegal. And then companies sold off their fucking rest of their stock for like $10 a bottle. And lo and behold, within 4 months' time, on the black market, the steroid black market, Superdrol appeared. I'm like, so let me get this straight. You're going to fucking ban the Andros, right? There are people that still want to use the Andros. So you're going to ban the Andros, which are safe, effective, and should be regulated to someone 18 plus, right? Or make it 21 plus, whatever the fuck you want to do. Instead, you're going to make it illegal. It's going to drive it to the underground. And I guarantee you, more kids who are going to be using this shit, which shouldn't be, are going to go on that fucking black market and find them. Because now they're going to be like, wow, those Andros are illegal. They're cheaper than steroids. They don't have to be injected like steroids. They're more appealing to these younger kids. So now what you've done is created a fucking monster of younger kids that want to get on these fucking products that are no longer available. And when they find them, and trust me, they will find them. Okay? They always find them. That's how it fucking works. How? I don't know. I was a kid. I don't know how to find shit. I don't know how I found shit. Anyways, they will find them. They will fucking buy them because they'll be cheaper on the black market. Superdrol, I believe, was like 35 bucks in the store, and I believe it was selling on the black market for about 25. It was $10 cheaper when it hit the black market, and now you're going to have kids saying, well, fucking shit, I'm going to buy 2 bottles of this, and if it works so well, I'm going to fucking up the dose, and you're going to start seeing kids fucking around with that shit. You're going to see a black market with no quality control, which who knows what the fuck is going to go on the products at that point from China. It just sets up a bad situation all the way around, but bottom line is, technically, they're not banned, they're on a list, they're frowned upon. I don't know what the fuck you would say, but basically they're not allowed anymore. And the FDA had everything to do with that. Again, you can check out the Price Plow vlog or blog. I should actually put the link to it in the description box. Look in the description box. I'll put the link down there for you guys, so you guys can just click on it and go right to it. And, you know, I'm just as sorry as the next person that they're not here. That fucking sucks. So hopefully this explains to you guys what's going on. I didn't realize there were so many people that were fucking confused about it and didn't fucking understand. I'm just like, here's the fucking deal. This is what happened. It is what it is. Nothing fucking bad happened. No one got harmed from them. It wasn't like something that all of a sudden they were like, holy shit, this stuff's toxic. It wasn't anything like that. It was basically like, well, today we're going to make this, this, and this illegal or banned or fucking on a list or whatever the fuck it is. So stop doing it because we said so. That was pretty, it wasn't even like a real reason why they did it. So, BioStrengthTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but so fight. www.biostrength.com's blog. So no more Andros bicep, and we are out.